Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Today I'm bringing you kind of a unique gameplay, so to speak. Here we were spectating some random players, and let's just say the last guy we're spectating is a little, let's just say it's a special situation. I'm not gonna go out there throwing out accusations. I'll let you guys determine that yourself. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join the Wolf Pack today. We are closing in on 50,000 subscribers. Also, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 500 likes, and join my Discord if you guys want to get together with some other players in Warzone. I know playing with randoms is a nightmare, and we have some great looking for group pages in our Discord, so feel free to come on over and use that. There have been teams being formed, there have been wins being made, so make sure you guys get in on that if you're tired of playing by yourself. But anyway, guys, we're gonna keep the intro very short. Thank you guys for the support, and let's dive into the video. All right, here we are spectating Brax. There's 83 enemies left, and he's already rocking 4 kills, me being one of them. I don't know if this is the real Brax. We shall see over time. I don't think I've ever seen Brax actually play this game. But here is the player Brax, and he is, here's footsteps and absolutely annihilates. Guys, let me know in the comment section below if you really approve of the Origin being this broken. I, for one, hate the fact that the Origin is this broken. I despise the fact that this gun can 1 to 2 tap you. But, you know, the things that they do in this game, we have no control over. So let me know in the comments if you guys actually like the Origin being this broken, or if you would like to see some kind of nerf. All right, so he's got a lot of money. He's buying his stash. He's throwing it way away. That's a great decision. I try to always avoid throwing the stash on top of me in areas like this. Some buy stations, you can get away with it. But in this area with all the rooftops around you, you really don't want to be centered in between them all. So kind of throw it off to the side so you can get your load out and get safe. All right, here we are pushing the building. We hear footsteps. Notice, I want you guys to notice right now, he's actually a really good player, okay? His movement's actually really good, and he's clearing stairways pretty well. So he's a really good player just right off the rip. I can just tell that, judging by how he's clearing the staircases. If you notice, he slide cancels right around the corner, so he can snap and flick around and make sure no one's sitting there. And then, of course, he's just absolutely utilizing the hell out of the hip fire on the MP5. Guys, if you're in close range combat with an MP5 or an SMG, you are better off hip firing the weapon than ADSing. Why? Because when you're ADS, your sensitivity, no matter how low you put it, you're going to be tracking and overshooting the target too much. So you're better off actually hip firing that. If you didn't know that, you do now, and make sure you practice that. Hip firing saves your ass more times than none. All right, so we noticed that there's a guy over here doing the flag objective. So he's going to go ahead and dive in. He cuts his parachute early. He doesn't dive in the actual area. He just dives on the edge. Unfortunately, the guy had already completed it, but according to UAV, he's right on the corner. You can hear him running. Good snap, good shots. This may actually be Brax. I don't know. I don't know, but he's rocking $24,000. There's some flag objectives and some search objectives in here. Once you have this much money and you're in a hot spot like this, like Superstore, I wouldn't go for objectives. You have your money. You have everything you need. Go ahead, make your way to the buy station. Throw up some UAVs, some advanced UAVs, get a trophy system, get a vehicle, jump in the car, drive around, and hunt some people down. All right, here he is marking the buy station. If you notice, he is driving the vehicle and utilizing his big map while he does it. We can't see him using his big map, but because he's marking different locations, I know that he is. I am always in my big map, guys. Most good players are always in their big map, so make sure you're pulling up your map from time to time. Don't just rely on your mini map. If you're relying on your mini map and you're wondering why you can't get a lot of kills, that's probably why. All right, so that was a great decision, him jumping out of the car before the C4. Guys, if you're driving up and you spot an enemy close, just jump out the car and start shooting at him. He lost the fight, unfortunately, but it was still a good decision to jump out. It was just very unfortunate he had very little cover. All right, so with Brax down, we're now spectating Ghost. And Ghost is already utilizing slide cancel. He seems to be a pretty competent player. He's got 3 kills under his belt and $17,000. So let's just talk about the buy stations he goes to, right? Honestly, Brax made a good decision. He marked 2 different buy stations. One was at hangars and one was here. This was the better option as far as buy stations concerned. It's not like he made a bad decision going to this buy station. This is probably the safest in this area. It was just bad timing. It was just unfortunate luck. When it comes to picking the buy station, look at the area. If it's usually super hot, like hangars or airport or stadium or Superstore, try to go somewhere else that's relatively not as hot so you can actually sit there and buy things without getting shot in the skull. All right, here we are. He buys UAV, and if you notice on the minimap, there's an enemy up here. There's an enemy right here, an enemy right here. I don't know how close this guy is, He marks it, so I'm guessing the guy's relatively close on the hill. Again, he's probably in his big map. That's how he's able to mark it. And there he is going for the buy. I'm assuming he's going to bait out the buy. Now, what he wants to do is work his way up to the right. You don't want to shoot at a guy when you're level with him. You want to work your way up to the higher ground, which is exactly what he's doing. That way you can put shots on the enemy. And always, even though you're focused on the fight, always be aware of everything around you. Great shots. All right, he doesn't have C4, so he's just going to have to push him with the MP5. He thinks he has C4. You hate to see it. Happens to the best of us. Goes around the corner, and again, utilize your hip fire, guys, when it comes to close range SMG combat. Hip firing is the key when it comes to SMGs, guys. I promise you. You will increase your gameplay dramatically if you start hip firing in close quarter combat. All right, your boy actually swapped out the SMG, and he's going with the Origin. He's kind of just trying to... Okay, look. I want you guys to notice here. Here I am looking at the mini-map. I'm not even playing, right? I'm always looking at the mini-map. Always. All right, there's a vehicle driving up. Probably going to the buy station. So if I were him, I would definitely hightail it back that direction. Try to get the kill. Jesus, instantly. And this is a man that pays attention to his mini-map as well. All right, if you noticed, on the mini-map, the guy did jump off of the vehicle at the very last second. Watch right here. Watch how it goes from red to white. Boom. It went red to white. So we know that he's on foot. There's the vehicle idling away. All right, there's the enemy right here. I'll show you when the ADS is. So what he doesn't want to do is start shooting too early. He wants to shoot the enemy once the enemy's a little bit more out of cover. Because right now, if he took shots, he might. I don't know. But right now, if he took shots at the enemy can just duck back behind this ridge and be safe. And then it's a 1v1 fight. You want to hit the enemy by surprise. So I'd allow him to get probably to this line and then start shooting at him. Granted, he could probably get safe behind this cover, That's probably it. Or he can probably turn around and shoot you. Of course, he can probably get safe behind this and this. But at the end of the day, he's going to have to move eventually, and he's probably going to die. If you shoot at him too early, this guy could navigate this entire ridge and either A, dip out of the fight, or B, pick a different angle and come flank you. He waits. I love it. And then starts taking the shots, bro, at the line. My man. All right, we have some really good players. This is actually this is a pretty sweaty lobby. Then again, it is update day. All right, in this situation, he just really... The enemy just really... Oh, it's Brax again. This is the first guy we were spectating. Rip. Both of them were extremely good players, so I'm glad we got to see that fight. But in that situation, again, guys, no matter how much strategy you have, you're going to be caught out every now and then. You could have the best strategy in the world and get shot in the back. And that's exactly what happened to Brax. Brax seemed to be a pretty decent player, but as he's trying to cross to go fight, he gets shot in the back by someone who had a better position. At the end of the day, you can't always focus on position. You want to mix positioning with aggression. You just got to find that perfect balance. It's something we're all struggling to find. All right, here he is pushing some enemies. He's got a bounty on him, and he's going to push the bounty. What a savage, dude. And this is something that I love to see. I always tell you guys, if you have a bounty on you guys, don't freeze up, because people are just as scared of you as you are of them. There's a guy below him. Now, what he's got to be careful of is there were 3 dots on the UAV in this compound. There was one, I think, under here. There was one on the roof. There was one back here. So you got to be careful pushing this. You want to push it fast and aggressively. Otherwise, you're getting shot in the back. He seems to be super tunnel vision on the bounty. Granted, it is your bounty. You want to kill him. But just be careful how you play this. He's also got another UAV, which is what I would utilize to throw it up. All right, that one was a miss throw. That one didn't get a hit. I'm pretty... Oh, shit. I'm pretty confused, but yep. Got to be careful, man. I would have threw up the other UAV just to let you know, hey, man, there's more people here. He should have known that from the get-go, but it is what it is. All right, so here we're spectating Zero. He actually ended up killing the guy who was camping down here. I don't really know how the stun didn't affect that guy. Maybe it was too far in the back corner. But here we are spectating Zero, who's got 3 kills and a decent amount of money. Also, guys, with this new update, if you pick up a satchel, an armor satchel, it will give you full plates. So if you see a satchel on the ground, don't waste your money and buy plates. Just pick up the satchel and you'll be maxed out at 8. All right, he's saluting me. I think he thinks I'm the guy he killed. I'm not. All right, we have a loadout drop to the right, and we need to get across and get safe. We are on the edge of the circle, so we could gatekeep, but he's already cleared out that entire area. I'm assuming there's still a guy that was on a radar that just vanished, so I'm assuming he killed him too. So he's going to make his way towards hospital is what it looks like. All right, when you're using heartbeat, it'll display numbers at the bottom if there's an enemy nearby. If there isn't an enemy nearby, you can quickly just put it away. However, if I'm in a compound, if I'm within buildings, I'll let it do a full sweep because a lot of times I'll whip it out and I'll put it away and then someone will push into my area and I'll be unaware and then I'll get killed. Granted, you could probably argue both sides of that as if, well, shouldn't I just walk around with it? It's just personal preference. But if you're out in the open like this with hills and trees and stuff out in the middle of nowhere, just pull it out real quick, look at the numbers, and then put it away. There's a lot of dead bodies. We're only 22 people left in the second circle. He's gonna have to rotate. It looks all the way to farmland, but this is early game, and there's 21 people left now. So I'm imagining there's a hacker in the lobby somewhere, or there was, that was killing everybody. Again, it's launch day. The launch of a new update is always sweaty and it's always hacky, right? Oh, look, weird, another dead body. Savage, that's a mannequin. Shut up. All right, look. So people just keep dying off, man. It's getting a little scary. Hopefully we get some decent gameplay. All right, here is Zero. He's pushing up a building right now. He doesn't see anything on heartbeat, but I heard footsteps and I think he did too. Right below him. Good job fucking getting out the way. Notice that he got in a 1v1 fight. And instead of sitting there and thugging the bullets and just shooting it out, he dived away. He sidestepped, popped his plates, got the higher ground, and here he is, the high ground. And the enemy basically kind of has to push him. Granted, it could go to a standoff, but probably not. Now, I want you guys to notice two things. Something the enemy did and something that he did. A lot of people in this situation will sit here on this little, will sit in these little blocks and just watch the staircase, right? You just sit there with your gun ADS just waiting for them to climb up. There's two problems with that. One, you have two different staircases. And as you can see, the enemy climbed up the other one, expecting for your boy Zero to be camping it. And two, C4. People always throw C4 up there. I do it, people do it, everyone does it. So if you're ever watching a staircase like these, make sure you back yourself away. Notice how he backed himself farther away so he could get visual on both of the staircases. That way, no matter which one this little dude popped out of like a gopher, he'd be able to absolutely rip his head off and shove it down his throat. And that's exactly what happens right here. It's a great play on Zero's part. Playing absolutely smart. That's just rude. That's just rude, bro. And again, he teabagged him. Toxic. I love it. I love it. I would honestly ignore the search objective at this point and focus on getting safe. And that's exactly what he's doing, question mark. The last thing I'm going to do is have to push across an open area like this. I call this the ravine. I really don't know what this is called. If anybody knows what this is called, please let me know in the comments so I can stop looking like an idiot. Basically, you want to push across here and get safe before the edge of the zone is here. Because if you get in a fight and you're caught out in the open, you're going to have to stop what you're doing and try to beam somebody. That way you don't die. And the last thing you want to do is beam somebody. The gas hit you in the back. You pull your face mask over your face. And then you're cursing out Activision because of the animation. How stupid it is. Granted, gas mask animation is the dumbest thing any game's ever thought of in their lives, but it's something we have to deal with. All right, but we are on the edge of the circle, and there are a couple bounties in this building. I would go ahead and utilize the hell out of these bounties, and this guy seems pretty aggressive, so I guess he's not going to do that. I honestly thought he was going to grab it. He grabs the timer thingy-majig. I don't really know why. I wouldn't go for this. I hate these things. It gives you a little bit of discount on some unnecessary things, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't go for this. Oh, all right. Also, fun fact, when it comes to these vehicles, throw your trophy system on top of the hood. You have to throw the trophy system on top of the hood. If you throw it on the front end of the car, it only protects you from 180 degrees of the middle of the vehicle and forward. If you throw it on top of the roof, you got 360 degrees of protection. As you noticed, he got RPG'd and it disabled the vehicle. So now he's out in the open with probably somebody staring at him. See how he plays this. All right, good stuff. Good navigating the buildings. I like how he got shot and he realized I'm out of position. I need to get safe. And he dips from the fight. You don't always have to fight every single thing. You have got to prioritize strategy in fighting and find the perfect balance. I want you guys to notice how he closes doors too. I'm not the only person that does that, guys. I'm not crazy for it either. If you leave doors open, enemies will automatically assume if they're chasing you, that's where you went. But if you close doors, enemies will have to make a decision which door did he go through. And then they end up going in circles and they get lost and they just give up on the hunt. I'm not teaching you guys how to run from enemies, but if you're trying to get safe and you have someone chasing you, you just don't feel like messing with, close the doors behind you quickly. Quickly. UAV goes up in the air, doesn't see anything and dips out. He's listening for sound. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta shoot a wall, bro. You just gotta show that wall who's boss. All right, so this is a very dangerous area. I want you guys to look at this shit. I want you guys to look at this. What do you see? What do you see? I see my life flashing before my eyes. That's what I see. So if you look at the mini map, we have a guy to the left. We have 3 guys in front of us. Not to mention everyone on Ghost. I say everyone. There's only 14 enemies left. This lobby died fast. But still, this is a very bad spot to go to. Usually, if I cross one of these things, I like to stay next to a bridge or something, some form of cover. This doesn't have anything, so he's got to sprint across. And if he sprints across and he gets in a fight in front of him, he's going to have to worry about people shooting him in the back. And vice versa. If he's sprinting across and he gets shot in the back, and he turns to fight that guy, he could get shot from across. So you got to be very careful how you push this. We know there's a guy right there around the green silos. I don't really know what it would be called. And he's pushing in because the circle is making him push in. Remember, he's on UAV, so your heartbeat will pick him up, so you can kind of utilize that. You see he's using the heartbeat a little bit more than he would normally. And it looks like the enemy may be pushing a little bit more further south. He's getting sniped at from behind. Oh, God, get behind the wall. Oh, no. Give me anxiety, bro. Give me anxiety. I don't know where the enemy went. I would assume the enemy is probably running through the buildings. Just okay, up to his right. To his right. Remember, you have gas coming in. You don't want to go prone waiting for an enemy because of that gas. Because if you get in a fight, it's all RNG on who gets the gas mask animation first. There's the guy right there. He had his heartbeat whipped out. Rip. The timing. Unfortunate. 18 kills with the HDR. Okay. Here we are spectating. I'm a bot using the HDR with no ammo. He's got an ammunition stash. And he's spraying down with the foul. Nothing, you know, at first I was like, maybe he's a hacker. He's got a lot of kills with the HDR, but that wasn't really that impressive of shots right there. He's got $31,000. This guy does not give a shit about money at all. Question mark? There's a person up there. Yo, I think he's hacking. There's actually a guy was actually falling down. He missed the shots. But remember, aimbots aren't always 100%. They're really good, but they're not 100%. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens. All right, with the circle pushed in like this, he's got a very bad position. He is on the lower point of the next circle. He's outpositioned drastically, but because there's very few people in here, this should be a very easy circle to navigate. For having 19 kills, his movement seems pretty basic. Seems very below average. He's just running in a straight line, running directly. He's not scanning back and forth. He doesn't really care about his surroundings. He's not slide canceling to move himself to where he wants to go faster. Very questionable. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this guy. But remember, you want to stay on the high ground. If you can rotate to high ground safely, make sure you're going to the high ground, guys. He's got a thermal on this beast, and I don't know what he's shooting at. I think he's just busting windows. There's a guy right there. Right now they're in a fight. Question mark? Whoa. Do y'all see something I don't see? Is there something that I don't see, guys? Am I a fucking bot now? Let me know. He's trying to shoot through the house. What is he? He's getting... What? Oh, he's hacking. He's 100% hacking. Guys, remember, they don't have to one-tap you to be a hacker. With wall hacks, ESP, aimbots, sky's the limit when it comes to hacks. This dude's definitely hacking. He's getting hit markers through the house, not being able to see him with a thermal scope. This is obvious as it comes. You can see his crosshair jiggle. It's jittering on the enemy. Clear sign of an aimbot. If you guys are ever spectating an enemy and their croshair's doing this, like it's like having a seizure on the enemy, that's exactly what it is. But it's a very cheap aimbot. This dude did not pay $100 a month. He's probably paying $6 a month for it. He's missing a lot of shot. I don't know. I feel like he's got to be hacking, right? He's not doing anything impressive, though. I mean, even that guy in the open just now he's shooting at, a normal person could hit. That was an easy shot, normally. This dude can't even climb a fucking rock. Get out of my face with this crap, bro. Confirmed. This dude's definitely hacking, son of a bitch. Just remember, guys, if you get killed by a hacker, don't be mad. These kids are as shitty as they come, and they will never, ever be good at a video game in their entire life. Could you imagine cheating in a video game? Imagine. Jesus. Or open my mouth. Anything that can walk. It's crazy how shit he is, even with wall hacks, you know? It's crazy. And aimbots. Like, what is... Oh, this poor bastard here. This poor sniper. And here we are in a 1v1 situation. The enemy right in front of him to the east. I mean, should I even do commentary for the rest of this? Let's be honest. Definitely reported his ass too, by the way. Look at that. If you look at this crosshair, you see that? Guys, that's a clear sign of an aimbot. If their crosshair is jittery on an enemy, I'm not talking about if their aim's just everywhere, but if they're locked on an enemy through something and it's shaking like that, it's an aimbot. Now, your more advanced, more expensive aimbots are a little bit better than that, but that's a clear one right there, boys. All right, guys. Well, there you have it right there. All right. So my main purpose of these videos is to always teach people and help people grow as players. I'm still growing myself. That's why it's easy for me to make these videos, because I'm not the best player in the world. Never claimed to be. I probably never will be. So I want to give you guys the knowledge that I do have. And as I learn more things, I want to spread that with you guys as well. We're all learning here at the end of the day. We're all trying to improve. So let's just do it together. But unfortunately, every now and then, seems like more times than none, we run into some hackers at the end of the game. It sucks. It sucks that the game that we play and we love so much refuses to help us enjoy it and have fun. Hopefully, when Cold War takes over, Treyarch can implement some kind of anti-cheat software. I am really crossing my fingers for that. But until then, this is what we have to deal with. Regardless, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment in the section below letting me know what you think about this asshole right here. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We are closing in on 50,000 subscribers. I'm extremely excited to see what the future holds for us as a channel, especially when Cold War does take over Warzone and we continue on for the next year. But again, guys, as always, thank you for the support. I really appreciate everybody. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 500 likes, and make sure you join our Discord. The link to that will be in the description below. Y'all have a good one, and good luck in Warzone. Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, this video did have an abrupt ending because of some hacking. But if you guys want to check out some other tips and tricks videos, make sure you click one of these links over here. And again, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.